There was a civil war Friday night at Penn Can Speedway. Speedway Motorcycles Saturday at Champion Speedway. A New York State qualifier in BMX action. And it took true grit to win on Sunday at Penn Can Speedway. All that and more on this edition of The Race Report. Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. We begin this week with Friday night racing action from Penn Can Speedway. First to four-cylinder action, here's Craig Hawley.
In between the corner, Warren going to get right on the binders. Look at the move he makes off of turn number 2. He pinched them all up the back straightaway. Sheldon Whitman going to pinch the 20 of Warren. And meanwhile, all that's happening. Nick Kennedy, Bellkeep checking it out. That's the N2 of Captain Quick Nick Kennedy. Halfway, 8 down, 7 remain for Nick Kennedy. Off of turn number 2. The N2 of Kennedy rides it up the back straightaway. Final time down in the turn number 3 and 4. Kennedy slides up. Wilmot Jr. taking a bounce down on the inside. On the corner, the wind will go to the N2 of Nick Kennedy. Mike Wilmot Jr. comes across second. Sheldon Whitman third. Fourth, Josh Wilder with his best career finish. David Fox Jr.
In factory stocks, Tommy Groover picked up his first career win. Here again is Craig Hawley.
Rubber burning, mud slinging. Hold on to your seats. Gary Folks got the green flag in hand, and it is waving. We're racing. Factory stocks down the front straightaway. Craig Decker on the outside line. Into turn number 1, Josh Towner down below. Off quarter number 2, they go. Drag racing it up the back straightaway. Half a car length advantage to the 57 of Decker. Towner going to ride down on the bottom in between quarter number 3 and 4. 3 wide behind him from 3, 4, and 5. Leading lap number 1, it will be the 57 of Craig Decker. Problems in the back of the pack. Kevin McDonald in car number 27M keeps it going. Fender flapping. Towner, Groover take him down to the south end of the speedway. Groover going to try that bottom group. He's going to work underneath the exit. Towner. Towner slipped up and over the cushion. New race leader up the back straightaway, the 7R, Tommy Groover. Off turn number 4 this time, putting lap number 4 up in lights on the scoreboard. It is a 7R of Tommy Groover. 16 down, 4 remain for the 7 of Tommy Groover out there flying through the lap traffic into turn number 3. 17 down, 3 remain when they cross the stripe this time for the 7R. Randy Fox is second, Craig Decker third, fourth Chuck Culbertson, fifth Nate Hill getting by the 9 of Towner. White flag will be waving this time for the Flying Welder. One more trip around the 3/8 mile. Penn Can Speedway Oval for Tommy Groover down in the turn number 1 and 2, the south end for the final time. Lapped up to position number 3. Up the back straightaway we go into turn number 3 and 4. Final time. Checkered flag will be in the air. Picking up his first win of the season, the driver of the 7R, Tommy Groover.
Mike Nagle Jr. has been coming on strong in the Crate Sportsman division.
Dusty Martin holds him down in the turn number 3. Mike Nagle Jr. down on the extreme low side of the speedway. Mike Shane looking to make some racing room right through in position number 3. Then it's Gully and Decker. They ride it down to turn number 1. The 57 of Dusty Martin shows the way side by side for second. Nagle and Shane right there. Into the inside of quarter number 3, they ride it. Mike Shane all the way on the bottom, pushing Mike Nagle Jr. up a little bit higher. But they're chasing the 57 of Dusty Barton out front, showing the way. Barton in that 57 rides it up the back straightaway. Into quarter number 3 and 4, he sets the pace. Mike Nagle Jr. second. He takes a look down on the inside. It continues to ride the 57 of Barton. Nagle making a hold on to the bottom, but Barton right there firing off of turn number 2. Up the back stretch they go. Nagle's going to take another look-see. Down on the bottom. Barton right in the middle of the speedway. It continues to be the 57 of Dusty Barton showing the way, but Mike Nagle Jr. right there in the number 2 spot. Mike Shane third. Fourth is Alex Stanton now up to fourth after coming from the rear. Moose Gully going to go down inside. Problems in front of him. Mike Shane on the pace. Here comes Nagel on the inside. 14 in. 11 remain. It's Dusty Barton and Mike Nagel Jr. 1 and 2 off the back straightaway. Side by side in the turn 3 they ride. Mike Nagel Jr. down on the extreme bottom. Now Barton up on the outside. Nagel going to motor ahead into turn number 1. Barton back to the number 2 spot. New race leader on lap number 15. It's the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. White flag in the air one more time around the speedway for the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. Final time at the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. And on Legends Night, the third generation driver will ride up turn number 4 and pick up the win. And the great sportsman, Mike Nagel Jr. wins it. Dusty Barton is second, Alex Stanton third, Mike Shane fourth, and fifth will go to the M14 of Mike Shane.
It was Pappy Bevan's Memorial Night, and Joey Grammas made it 3 modified wins in a row. That puts an additional $300 bounty on Grammas this Friday night. The highlight of the evening was a North-South Series race for the XL 600 Modifieds, and that was full of action. Once again, here's Craig Hawley.
Green means go, and they're going down the front straightaway. 28 strong for the XL 600 Modifieds. Into turn 1 and 2. Travis Pitcher holds it. Problems in the middle of the pack. Richie Hitzler sideways. One upside down. Several times. Hard contact. Red flag on the speedway. The 19 upside down over in turn number 2. That is the 19 of Scotty Hillman. A vicious crash over in turn 2. Scotty Hillman taking quite a few rolls over in turn number 2. As soon as we get information, we'll pass it along to you. So the driver, Scotty Hillman, is alert, is feeling the effects afterwards, going to take a ride into the pit area in the back of the Barnes K-Ston Hospital. So the important sign is he is alert and is aware of where he is. So Scotty Hillman took a wild ride over in turn number 2. Off turn number 4, green flag is out. We're racing down the front straightaway. Fisher and Mudge into turn number 1. They ride in between turn number 1 and 2. Fisher on the outside, Mudge on the outside as well. Here comes John Josko. Will Eastman and Carter 120, right 6 right there in the mix. Carter around in turn number 3. McCrone, he goes around, hang on in the back of the pack. We get him through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars involved. David McCrone went around. Fisher shows the way into turn number 1. Second is Josko, but here comes Will Eastman in the 126 wall-to-wall.com ride. Off to number 4, Travis Pitcher slides her up high, wide, and handsome. Driver picked up his first career win earlier this season. Looking to show the Penn Can Speedway around. The North-South Combined Series event, Josko was second. But turn number 4, they ride it this time. 3 laps up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard. But turn number 2, they ride it. Travis Pitcher shows the way. He slides up, opens the door for John Josko. Josko is going to take a look to the inside. But Fisher going to cruise that outside and try to rim ride it. But John Josko, new race leader, lap number 4. Puts Fisher back to second. Nathan Brinker is third. Will Eastman battling with him in between quarter number 1 and 2. For position number 2, they stay side by side. That is Pepe and Adam Mudge, your top 5. This time they're 1/4 of the way there. 5 down, 15 remain in the North-South XL 600cc modified main event. 2 laps to go for John Josko. Can he hang on for a North-South Combined Series event for the XL 600cc modifieds? Josko works it into turn number 3. Has a lap car between himself and the Sunoco ride of Nathan Brinker. White flag is out, 1/3 to a mile to go for John Josko. Brinker and Bose, your top 3 as they ride off quarter number 2. Final time, John Jasko will set it into turn number 3 and 4. The Sunoco checkered flag is in the air. Picking up the north-south combined race is John Jasko. Second will be the Sunoco ride of Nathan Brinker. Third, a hard charge in Aaron Bose. Fourth is Will Eastman. And fifth, the 27 of Josh Pepe.
And here's a look at some of the other racing action around the area, along with a look at this week's Car of the Week from Brush and Pallet Auto Sales in Candor.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network? Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
98.1 The Hawk, Binghamton's hot new country. #1 for 20 in a row.
I'm Blake Shelton.
But it sure be cool if you did.
Hi, this is Toby Keith.
Soldier.
Binghamton's hot new country. 98.1 The Hawk.
Welcome back to the Race Report. It's finally here. NASCAR invades Watkins Glen International this weekend. There are still some great seats available. Here's a look at this weekend's schedule. For ticket information, you can call 866-461-RACE. That's 866-461-7223, or log on to theglen.com. And a reminder, you can join us every Monday night at the California Grill, 912 Vestal Parkway East in Vestal, for racing trivia. The trivia starts at 7:30. Check out California Grill's great menu at caligrilly.com. This week's bonus answer is grit. Champion Speedway was in action on Saturday night, and some great Speedway motorcycle action. On the microphone is Jason Bonsignor.
Nice start by Hawkins. Hawkins and Harmon going at it. Wheel to wheel. Corey Brooks sneaks it in there. Look at Corey Brooks go. Corey Brooks takes over second. Keith Hawkins drifts wide. One lap. Great race. Keith Hawkins for the win. What a great race. Come on, everybody. Let them know you like that. That was some good speedway. Division 2 main event. And it's Johnny Shag out front with the Pitbull in hot pursuit. Pitbull wants revenge in this one. Here comes Mason Higley, though. Can Mason Higley get him for second? It's all Johnny Shag's race right now. Keep it going, Johnny. Don't look over that shoulder. Chris Neely says, you're not going to get second in this one, kid. He's shutting the door on him.
Johnny Shea's got the checkered flag in eyesight. Your New York State Division II Speedway champion, Johnny Shea, everybody. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Adam Middle. Oh, Casey Donholt and Jeremy Parsons come together. It's Casey Donholt with Adam Middle in pursuit. Casey Donholt. Red light is out, red light is out. All right, Adam Middle in 1. Thankfully, he's okay from that bang. Dave Oakton in 2. Jeremy Parsons in 3. Casey Donholt and Keith Hawkins decided not to ride. It's Middle and Parsons. Middle and Parsons going shoulder to shoulder here. Parsons in Middle putting on a good show here. Dave Oakton in 3rd. We got a great race going on here. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Jeremy Parsons around the outside of Middle. Can he get it? It's Parsons for the win. Adam Middle takes 2nd, Dave Oakton 3rd. Great race.
Welcome back to the race report. Champions BMX track was in action on Sunday afternoon with a New York State qualifier. James Eggleston has more.
Hi Ron, James Eggleston here. I'm at Champion Speedway BMX for the New York State qualifiers.
Today is our state qualifier for the state championship, which will happen at the end of the year.
And where's that state championship going to take place?
The state championship will happen at Shoreham BMX in Long Island. This is one of, every racer has to have 4 qualifiers, so this is one of the 4 that they will have. There's 11 tracks in New York. Each track will have a state qualifier, and each rider has to have.
We had a unique experience here this weekend. They raced at Griffin last night.
Yes.
And they're racing here tonight because of the rains of last week. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And how many riders do you have here today?
We had 45 motos, which I haven't got a rider count yet. It's got to be, it's over 100 riders in here.
So, yeah, there are a lot of riders here, and the Team USA is here also. And it's a very festive, atmosphere up here. It's a very family-oriented atmosphere up here. And why don't you tell us about more of the schedule, what's going to happen the rest of the year?
Our normal race schedule is on Sundays. You can check our schedule for practices or race times at our Facebook page at Champion BMX, or you can look at our USA BMX site, which is championbmx.com.
And that's their social stuff. Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Lawman Bicycles, Kenda Tires.
I'm standing here with Kylie Niederberger, and Kylie, as you can tell, has a very nice uniform on with USA. Why don't you tell me how you got that uniform, Kylie?
I made it to Worlds for BMX.
So you represented the United States in the Worlds, and where was this held?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, and when?
This week, I guess.
So you've been on the road. You've been out racing, you've been on the road, and you're here now. You're from Maryland, so you've been traveling around quite a bit. How did you do in those races?
I didn't make it out of quarters.
So you didn't make it into the finals is what you're saying. And who ended up winning it? Did an American win it all?
Yes.
And where was that person from?
California.
Boy or girl?
Girl.
Girl power. All right. So how you doing out here today?
Good.
Good. Okay. And what division are you racing in?
What What do you mean?
Well, what class are you racing in?
10 girls.
10 girls, and there are a lot of girls here?
Yeah.
Yes, I noticed that. There are a lot of girls here. So what are your plans in the future? Are you going to stay with BMX, or are you going to jump on a motor and get riding motorcycles?
I'm going to stick with BMX.
Stick with BMX now? And you're 10 years old? Okay, and so no motor racing in the future for you?
No.
Well, that's good for you. Kylie, good luck to you today, and thank you for representing our country in the finals, in the World BMX down in South Carolina.
Thank you.
Parker Tramposh, who is, how old are you again?
8.
He was 8 years old and also represented the United States in the World Games down there in South Carolina. How did you do down there?
Well, I had a bad gate in the second moto and I got 5th.
So a bad gate led to 5th, but that's not a bad showing.
I guess so.
So, how many kids were in your division?
90 something.
90, and you came in 5th?
Well, I didn't make the main.
Oh, you didn't make the mains, but you were still there. You participated, and that's great, and you represented our country. What are your plans in racing? Do you plan on moving up and maybe moving to a motor someday, or you're going to keep it with BMX?
Keep it with BMX.
You're going to keep it with BMX. He's true to the soul. And how are you doing out here today?
Good.
Doing good? And did you already go out and qualify? Okay, so you're going to go out and race today? You haven't done any motos yet? No? Okay.
No.
And how many guys are in your division up here today?
I don't really know.
You don't know. He's not with the specifics. He's just into riding right now. So, well, good luck to you today, Parker, and thank you for representing our country.
Thanks.
Okay, it's a hot one out here, Ron. Back to you.
More action ahead when the race report continues.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyer's program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
For 3 generations, we've been building world-class American performance.
Like the new Edelbrock Power Package Top-End Kit, based on Edelbrock's powerful RPM crate engines. Each kit includes aluminum heads and intake, cam and lifters, gaskets, and hardware to build your own 400-plus horsepower Chevy small block. For 3 generations, it's pure American performance from the leader. Call now for your free Edelbrock catalog.
Edelbrock makes them right here in the USA.
Welcome back to the Race Report. The Grit Series invaded Penn Can Speedway on Sunday afternoon. Great racing action. First to factory stocks, where Tommy Groover doubled up on the weekend.
At the restart line, Groover will fire. Towner's right with him, side by side down the front straightaway. They take it down into 1 and 2. Tommy Groover will lead the charge. Here comes Harry Marvin III. The Varmint is on the move in the 57 car. Josh Towner right underneath the 7R. Oh, we got Chris Groover and Jim Sykes around in a knot. And that one is going to stop the 76 car. One more trip around the speedway for the final time down to the back straightaway. Looking to pick up 2 wins on the weekend here at Penn Can Speedway. Driving the Zimmer Logging Red Barrel Carburetors, car number 7R, Tommy Groover is your main event winner. Followed by Josh Towner and Jim Sykes rounding out the top 3.
A local driver picked up his first XL600 win at Penn Can Speedway.
Boyd fires it down in there in turn number 3 and 4. He pulls almost even terms. The white flag is out. One more trip around the speedway. Bailey Boyd puts it in around the cushion, right there on the top, tries to draw a bead. He closes a little bit as they hit 3 and 4. Young Camden Baby out of Susquehanna, Pennsylvania will pick up the main event. Bailey Boyd for 2, Corey England for 3, Josh Mudge for 4, and a 77 junior of Kyle England.
The 602 wingless sprints were on hand, and boy, did they put on a show. The headline race was the Grit Sportsman Race, the 602 crate division, and what a battle between Nick Nye and Tom Collins.
Look at Tom Collins right underneath Nick Nye, side by side for the race lead as they hit turns 1 and 2. Nick Nye again on the outside. Tom Collins on the bottom. He pulls even terms with him down to the back straightaway. Tom Collins looking to grab the race lead away from Nick Nye. In through 3 and 4, off of 4, this time at the line. That's still Nick Nye, but Collins is there. Meanwhile, they're racing side by side. Mike Nagel Jr. says, keep on doing that because I'm coming. "15 laps down, 15 more to go." The lap car, car number 50, right in Nick Nye's line. Nick Nye will shut him off. He'll go to the bottom. That could have been a blessing in disguise for Nick Nye. Tommy Collins into 713 puts pressure on Nick Nye. They're side by side again. This time Collins has got a nose ahead down the back straightaway. They run down into turns 3 and 4. Nick Nye around the outside, Tommy Collins on the bottom. Still Nick Nye at the line. What a job by Nick Nye in car number 6NN. Tommy Collins has tried him on the inside, the outside, every which way. Can't seem to get by the 6NN. Here comes Mike Nagel Jr. He wants to throw his name in the mix. He picked up the win right here Friday night at Penn Can Speedway. You know he would love to double dip on the weekend. But Nick Nye and Tommy Collins are in the midst of open wheel warfare right now. 22 in, 8 more trips around the speedway. Tommy Collins is there. He pulls even terms. He's ahead of him down to the back straightaway. They race into 3 and 4. Side by side without a spark fly. And this is 602 Crate Sportsman Racing at its finest, race fans. In the middle of 1 and 2, Collins now is underneath him. Nick Nye still has a little bit of advantage. They all pick and roll with the lap car down in 1 and 2, and Nick Nye has lost the lead.
And that's all we have time for this week. For everyone here at the Race Report, thanks for watching. Until next week, I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
Pat Jordan will go from 5th to 3rd in car number 25. This time by, the white silk is going to be in the air for the 713 of Tommy Collins. One more trip around the speedway. Can Collins hold on? One more trip around for the final time into 3 off of 4. Ladies and gentlemen, off of corner number 4, the driver of the J&J Racing entry, 713 Tom Collins is your winner. Nick Nye for 2, Mike Nagel Jr. for rounding out your top 3.